Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to our first look at Songs of Conquest. I've got to stop saying first look and saying welcome to Having a Squiz. Having a Squiz, Jackal. A turn-based strategy adventure game that fuses RPG, tactical combat, and kingdom management. Raise mighty armies, wield ancient magic, and conquer distant lands to build an empire the bards will sing about for centuries. Massive thank you to the developers, Lava Potion, and the publisher Coffee Stain Publishing for giving us a key for the channel so that we can check this out and you guys can have a look. Now, you guys know that there will be a link below for this, but you guys know I love a turn-based. I absolutely love a turn-based strategy game, and I have been playing more of it on the channel of late. So. And on stream as well. So this is another one for us to look at. I am super duper excited about it. It has community maps, a map editor, multiplayer, and a single player campaign. We're going to go on to a single player campaign. Now, you can do a skirmish as well where you can set up a custom game. We're not going to do that. We're going to go into the campaign. At the moment, we have the first song and the second song. So the Song of Southheart. Of Stoutheart, my apologies. Cecilia Stoutheart, the young baroness of the barony of Stoutheart, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Stoutheart will stand. From the Ashes, the second song, freed from the slave mines of Baya, Rask of South Creek Flats, my apologies, and a small band of Rana flee and fight their way to the deep marsh and home. But the dangers in the marsh are many, and the Rask must awaken the might of Rana to end the threat from the humans once and for all. From ashes we rise. I've had a bit of a go. I've done the Song of Southheart, and I think we are probably going to go through and play this one as well. I might actually do a stream on From the Ashes, I think, because I probably will stream this game. Let's start our campaign. In the year 593 AA, young Cecilia Stoutheart rose to Baroness after the untimely death of her father. When all shipments from Barkspew's rich mines go missing and rumours of bandits are brought to the new ruler, Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. Let's start the mission. This is the map here, and you can see these areas and these missions and stuff are not unlocked as yet, but they will unlock as we go through. I've found this so far to be a really, really enjoyable. The reason why I love turn-based combat, turn-based games, including turn-based combat, is I don't like time limits on things, and I like to be able to take my time and seriously think about things. So wonderful, wonderful style of game to play. The pixel art in this is magnificent. Celia Stoutheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone from this region had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. Now, another thing that I really like on games, and I don't know why they don't do it on everything, is the ability. Not everybody reads as quickly as everybody else, and those games that bring up all of this text and stuff and then have a time limit on it and then it disappears and moves into more text or moves on are a real pain in the ass, to be honest. I love the click to continue. Love the click to continue. And here we go. Sound design and pixel art in this game are absolutely magnificent. Now, I think you might recognize the style of gameplay in this is very similar to some of the other games and stuff as well. All right, so we must travel to Flint Hills, and Cecilia Stoutheart must not die. When Cecilia Stoutheart dies, your campaign's over. Your troops that you have sitting up here, we've got 5 archers and we've got 5 footmen. They can be upgraded through research and through basically kind of a mini city building type thing. And Cecilia Stoutheart herself she can be upgraded as well with different spells, different types of spells: order, chaos, destruction, creation, and arcana. And once these meters fill, she can actually do those spells during combat. She will not fight in combat. It is only these guys that will fight. She will stand back and she can cast spells and stuff. Now, each round, you have a certain amount of moves that you can do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over and look at this tree here. Gallows. Death comes to all, some sooner than others. So we gained 250 XP for looking at that. These Aurelia milestones are sources of power, and they permanently increase your Cecilia's basically stats in regards to offense, defense, levels and stuff like that. So if we head over here and have a look at that, you can see that our movement duration 1 turn has increased by +2. All right, let's continue on our way. I don't think there's anything over here to look at. We might just pop over here and have a look anyway. There's nothing to look at there. But there is something to look over here. Look at over here. Now you can see that I've clicked on him. That's as far as we can go in this turn, in this round. So let's move her over to there. And we shall, now that that's green, we shall end this round. Now when you end your round, your enemies and stuff take a turn on the map as well. Lovely. Lovely. All right. We've got spells and we've got a wielder sheet here. A wielder sheet, as you go through, you can gather different equipment. You have an inventory, you can gather different equipment and stuff, and you can actually place those, including trinkets, into here. Skills, +3 command and +1 guard, so it gives us +10 melee resistance. It shows our offense, our defense, our movement, and our radius in there as well. On our spell tree, I will go through this and got it. We have spells that we can actually place in our quick bar as we go through. So we have quickens their bodies and minds, gives +5 initiative and +1 troop movement for 1 round. Protection, target friendly troops and get +10 defense. Pacify, target enemy troops and get -25% damage. +10 defense, and that's rally. So we will get in that. We will use autofill for now. As we move further into the game, let's go and have a look at the dead commander here. The dead commander wore Stoutheart colours and the distinctive sign of the Corvus Reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stoutheart troops was more serious. Okay, so on the dead commander, we have a dagger, which gives us +1 offense to cut a slice of bread, strip of meat, or the throat of your opponent, which is an old artifact, could prove useful, or we can take gold. Now, we can only take one of these. In the beginning, I think I'm going to take the gold. I mean, the +1 offense is good, but we're going to need stuff like that later on in the game as we progress through and as battles get a lot more difficult. But for now, I think I'm going to take that gold. Beautiful. All right, we can continue just exploring the map as we go. We've got 500 gold out of that, and we've got another milestone down there. So let's just cancel that and end our turn. Beautiful. Let's head down to this milestone and see what that gives us. Oh, here we go. Some wounded soldiers appear from the forest and snap to attention. This was Cecilia Corvus Reserves, and they had clearly seen combat recently. Hail, Baroness! The Corvus Reserves await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What is the situation and status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles about, my lady. The gold mine to the south has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well-armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and Bannerless Knights ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops, we march for Flint Hills. Perfect. Okay, so what you can do now is you can select what troops you want to send up here into your slot. Now, at the moment, we only have 3 troop slots. You can unlock further as you go through battles and stuff like that, but we'll get into that anyway. You can mass move all of these troops anyway over to here, and they will autofill. So we've got footmen here, will autofill the footmen, and the rangers will autofill the rangers. So you can click on them and move them if you want to, but we will mass move everybody over to there. So we have 10 and 10 now. We are done. Perfect. Retake Flint Hills is a main mission, and an optional mission is to retake this gold mine down here. Let's head into here. This will give us +2 movement for 1 turn. That is perfect. Let's go and have a look at this old camp. Okay, we have rangers. Soldiers are camped here. Their camp can be pillaged for gold, or the soldiers can be recruited when they return. We can recruit the soldiers, or we can take 800 gold. I'm going to recruit the rangers, which is going to take our rangers up to 16. As you can see up here, we've got 16 rangers up here, which is absolutely perfect. Let's have a look at this waterfall, which is a source of power as well. Resting for a while by this waterfall invigorates the troops, +3 movement for 2 rounds. Now, we're going to head over here, and we're going to get into combat with these guys, with this rebel militia here. If you initiate combat, you're in a better position than if you do not initiate combat, if the enemy surprise you and initiate combat. So let's end this turn here, and let's get straight into our first combat. We've got a big chunk of gold here. We won't be able to get hold of that yet because it's guarded, so let's attack. Stand down. This mine belongs to the barony of Stoutheart. It belongs to me. We'll do no such thing. You'll be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourselves. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is where we put everybody and get them ready for battle, basically. What you can see here is many militia. So there's 11 to 25. These stats actually improve the more scout abilities that you have. These stats on this window will improve, so you can make an informed decision as to whether you withdraw or whether you do a battle. Whether you can do a quick battle, a manual battle, or you can withdraw. The threat level on this one, scouting provided by Cecilia, is easy. So that gives you an idea of what type of battle it's going to be. What we're going to do is we don't know what type of troops they have, but he looked like he had crossbows or something like that. We can drag these guys around and rearrange them if we so desire. High ground for archers is a better advantage. If you withdraw from this, guys, you don't get any type of penalty or anything like that. These archers if they're archers, they have high ground as well. So let's go. I'm going to leave it like this for now. Let's go straight into manual battle, and we'll see what we can do. Now, here's our turn-based combat. Turn-based combat works as per a lot of turn-based combat based on initiative. So, as you can see here, this is the order of turn that we will be going on. All right, we're going to need to advance straight up to this guy. That's the best thing that we can do at the moment. We can't attack him because we are out of range. These things can actually be improved. Sort of your initiative, your movement, and all that type of stuff on your troops can be improved as we go on. All right, there we go. So the sound design and the pixel design in this is absolutely incredible. Okay, so we can do that. We've got deadly range, 100% damage. There we go. Let's give them a shot. And they have gained momentum. She has gained momentum for that. His turn now. We're going to go up and we're going to attack this guy. Now, in combat in this, every time you do a strike, these guys get a retaliatory strike as well. So, let's see. He's the next one to go. Let's fire an arrow off at him. There we go. Lovely. And we will take him out as well. Archers are absolutely magnificent in this game. And here we go. Cecilia Stealth Art plus 250 in experience. We lost 2 archers and we lost 1 footman in that battle. And the troops lost. You can see the what the enemy lost there as well. All right, we have leveled up. Now we get to improve a skill. Now. Or we can improve a skill, we can get a new skill, or we can upgrade a command. So, basically what we've got here is Guard. Your troop gain plus 20 melee resistance, and plus, currently we've got plus 10, so we can upgrade that Guard skill, which is sitting here at the moment, which is our defense. We've got learning, your wielder gains 15% increased experience gain, which is actually a pretty good one. And command, unlock the ability to bring 4 troops with you. And that's what I was talking about in regards to how many troops we could actually take with us. We have 3 slots at the moment. We're only using 2 slots. If we do this, it will unlock an extra slot. At the moment, I think we are going to increase our guard. I think will be the way to go. Which basically increases the guard over all of our troops here. So, all right, movement actions, actions remaining this round. Let's go over and grab that gold, and let's reclaim our gold mine. There we go. Okay, take back the old gold mine is complete. Now we receive 500 gold each round from owning that gold mine. I am not sure at this point in time whether or not that can be actually taken over again by the enemy, and I'm guessing that it can, because we do have enemy troops actually roaming around the map as well. So we may end up having to come down here and retake that at some point in time. All right, now where are we going? Right over to here. Lovely. There's quite a few things for us to look at here. We've got an old battlefield, which is a source of power. We've got a tribute to order, which is a source of power as well. I'm not going to go to this. It gave us some stuff. It gave me some stuff because I did, as I said, I have played through this a bit. It gave me the old battlefields. They give you some benefits and stuff like that, but they also give you a negative effect for disturbing the dead. So we're going to avoid that at this point in time. Wielders of the Essence. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder and could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. Alright, so Tribute to the Order. As she touched the old Tribute to the Order, she felt its essence. We got +1 order for that. Let's move up to here. We're going to check out this camp here as well. You got your map down here, which is it's actually quite a huge map, to be honest. With your fog of war, obviously. Look at that. So there's going to be a lot to do and a lot to play through on this. Let's end this round here. And we will have a look at the old camp here for starters. All right, we have 12 militia. Peasants and beggars can still fire a crossbow. So you can have 50, maximum of 50 troop sizes in this, because they do damage 1 to 3. Their health is 6. Their initiative is 10, which is pretty high. Deadly range is 3, and they have a 5 range. The crossbow troops have to so they can shoot for 1 turn, and then they have to reload for the next turn. So they skip every second turn, basically. Or we can take gold. We're getting 500 gold at the moment per turn. So let's grab the militia, and they have been added to our troop now, which is absolutely brilliant. Let's go and have a look over here and see what we've got here. We have 12 more militia. At the moment, we've got 12 militia, and we have 700 gold. I'm going to work on building up our troops at the moment. So this is a large camp. And over here is a treasure chest. Let's look at the treasure chest. 1,300 gold. And a shrine of Aurelia. Check that out as well. Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the whole world. Statues of the Empress can still be found spread across Arleon. And many folk speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. Okay, we've got no movement left. We didn't really get anything out of that, but we also have an armor rack over here. So we've got an archer's gambeson, and if we have a look at the camp here, we have more footmen. At the moment, we've only got 9 footmen. We can take those on board as well. Now, one thing to note is that if we go into our character sheet, you can see that that if there is an empty slot and you pick up, if you pick up a piece of equipment, then they will it will automatically slot that piece of equipment into the appropriate slot. If we pick up another gambeson or something like that, it'll go into our inventory and we would have to manually swap it over. But because we have empty slots, and that was an empty slot, then it basically done that. It put it straight in there. This gives us +4 defense. So you can see here our defense is 10 +4, so we've got 14 defense. What we want to do is build up our offense, build up our movement, and our view radius would be nice as well. But I would like to see probably a fence at the moment more than movement. So there you go. I just thought I would show you guys that. There is nothing else to look at around here. Let's continue on our way. End our turn there. Game is saved, and let's attack these guys. Okay, erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young stoutheart. Flint Hills are free lands now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies? Who will protect the people? You? Why not? As you can see, we are quite well armed. I can see that, but I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put down your weapons, answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions. I've seen Stoutheart Mercy when old Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father. Now turn back. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stoutheart will stand. Bloody rebellious peasants. All right, so easy threat level there. 26 to 50 militia. We can withdraw, we can manual battle, or we can quick battle. Looks like, I don't know, it would tend to indicate to me that they have archers or crossbowmen because they're all up on high ground. I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to leave our crossbowmen up there, leave our archers up there, and we're going to probably move there and maybe let them sort of come in towards us if they need to. So let's do a manual battle. And here we go. Okay, we do have crossbow people. We're probably going to have to go up and hit these guys. We're going to be able to take those guys out with our crossbowmen. Our archer is probably going to have to move up to here to fire on these guys. So let's start moving. All right, our crossbow. 8 to 12, deadly range. Can we get those? No, they're outside of range. Let's attack. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I don't think she can. She can. High ground plus 20% damage. She can actually move forward and still take a shot. So has moved, so minus 50% damage after moving. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Let's move this guy towards this. Still got 14 troops in there. Cannot attack while reloading. So they're reloading at the moment. So this is what I was talking about in regards to having to reload each turn. So see, all those guys are reloading. Let's see if we can do a big chunk on there and get an attack off there. All right, perfect. Beautiful. Okay, we've still got 14 troops there. I'm not sure exactly how many we've lost. Low ground. So we've got low ground. We could move, but we're going to lose 50% anyway. And a beautiful, beautiful pixel art death animation. Love it. Sound effects, animations, everything are brilliant in this, guys. Okay, so we lost one troop out of that, which was actually a pretty bloody good battle for us, considering these guys sort of deal so much damage. Okay, perfect. Rebel roadblock is gone. Now, we still have quite a bit until about 660 points until we get to the next progress level. Let's check out what's going on here. Okay, 700 gold. Let's move on. And we have something there. Road sign, source of power. Let's check that out. +1 movement, duration 1 round. Bannerless Knights. Now we can't get through these roadblocks at the moment, so we have to take on the Bannerless Knights, which is going to be a very interesting little fight. As Cecilia's troops approach Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no barony's colours come out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. And here we go. So this is an easy threat level again. Again, we're in the very initial stages of the game, so the battles are going to be a little bit easier. All right, so what we're going to want to do is probably move him up to there. We're going to keep keep our archers and our crossbowmen on high ground, which is going to be pretty important. So they've got 6 to 10 footmen, 1 to 5 archers, and 1 to 5 knights. Let's get straight into a battle. Okay, those guys obviously have initiative. Let's go in and meet them. Let's see, outside range. Perfect. Okay, then they're inside range as well. Okay, guys, we're going to lose quite a few of our troops here. And the reason being is because, should I go for the, yeah, I should bring them back. I should draw them back, I reckon. Okay, you're reloading. You can move over to there. You can can't get there because they're outside of range. We're going to have to bring them into range. So we'll take these guys out. I'm going to bring this guy up to here, hopefully out of range of that archer. So we're going to have to bring that archer in, and he's going to need to be in range of our archers as well. Outside range there, but we can take this guy out. High ground plus 20%. Oh, he's got a long shot from there. Okay. Let's move him in. Let's move him over to there. And they're taking a little bit of a chunk, but that's okay. Can we get there from there? No, outside of range. Okay. All right. Let's charge in. You need to go into here and should have the range there to take him out. There we go, perfect. He's reloading. We could move him. No, I'm going to leave him there reloading. I know he's going to get hit. And there's that perfect death animation. Okay, that was an interesting battle. We lost 10 troops, but we will gain them again. We will gain them again. We went up against knights there. It was that archer that did all the damage. He had quite a range on him, didn't he? Quite a range on him. Okay, alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to rest for this round. And we're going to head over here and claim these farms. A crowd of peasants led by a village elder come out to greet Cecilia as her forces entered Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what has happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barkspur, where their patron waits. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden or to Springhold? No, my lady. We were afeared for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made the offer of independence. I will protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces and together we will restore order to this territory. We'll heed the call to arms of Stoutheart, as we did for your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant's hut. Lovely. All right, so what we've got up here, we've got own buildings. We own a gold mine at the moment, which is over there. We have troop information and we have research information as well. Just going to flick through that. There we go. And as we work through, we can actually once we build extra buildings and stuff like that, which we can do in town, we can actually start doing research and upgrading towns and stuff like that. So marketplace isn't available yet because we don't have one. Let's visit the peasant hut and we will recruit these guys for 4,600. And that takes our troop up to 50. There's still 17 sitting in there. That's perfect. Let's go and have a look at the blacksmith. The smith generously parts with her latest work, an archer's helmet. And now we should have that archer's helmet, which gives us +4 defense. Our defense is really kicking ass at the moment. It's up to 18, so that's really cool. Okay, let's grab these resources. Now, these resources you'll probably have noticed up here. These resources are very important to upgrading villages and cities. Let's claim that, so we'll receive 2 stone each round. We'll receive 2 stone from that, and we will pick up that. Oh, we're out of movement. There we go. We'll pick up this stone as well. So every turn we're getting +4 stone now from those stone mines, which should actually show up in here, and they do. There we go. Lovely. All right, let's move down to this cozy tavern, which is a source of power. I don't think there's anything else down here. Okay, lovely. I didn't see what we got. +5 movement for 2 turns. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to leave this here. I'm probably going to... I don't know whether I'm going to play a series on it because a series probably won't do well on my channel. But I will be streaming this and I will be playing it quite a bit. So if you guys want to see more, there is a link to my Twitch down in the description below, as well as a link to the copy of this game. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It's I can't wait to play the other campaigns as well, but I can't wait to see what happens on this campaign. Look, everything is absolutely magnificent in this game. If you like turn-based, you like the whole RPG kind of thing, the whole, oh, I don't know, would you call it Pillars of Eternity kind of a thing? Perhaps, yep. Then this is definitely one worth checking out. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.